So, subliminal messaging and who you let into your head. You might be wondering why I'm on the floor. As a dad, you find yourself multitasking, and I'm disassembling an old toy chest that had become hazardous. So I figured I would knock out this video while I did something that needed to be done. But anyway, back to the topic. Hopefully I'll be a little less rambly. I was watching a movie last night, and I never ever do that anymore. You definitely don't do that when you're sleeping. Don't leave like a movie playing in the background, because when you're asleep is when your subconscious is active and listening and receptive to messages imprinting. That's why it's really effective when you're sleeping to listen to positive affirmations, or some people say audio tapes on learning a language, because it'll imprint on your subconscious better. But the interesting thing about your subconscious and subliminal messages is they don't need to be like flashing numbers on a screen, or a hidden audio track between frames or something like that, in a video. They don't have to be actively embedded for something to make you feel emotionally. And at the core of subliminal messaging, that's really all it is getting you to feel some kind of way subconsciously, because emotions and feelings are kind of the language of the soul. And when we're talking about the law of attraction, whether you believe in it from like a spiritual kind of woo-woo way, like I do, or if you think of it from a materialist standpoint, like you are what you eat, like attracts like type of person. Your mood dictates how you act, at the very least, right? Even if you don't believe that it puts vibrations out into the universe or whatever, which I believe it definitely does, it'll dictate how you act towards those around you, those you love. And when we're talking about personal development and taking the next step in your life, or taking your life in a positive direction, your mood is everything, right? So what we do in our off time, when we want to turn our brains off and we want to stop thinking so much, is even more important than what we actively focus on. Be careful who you let in your head, because you never know how long they stay there. So I think I started a tangent. I was watching a movie last night, and it was a particularly violent movie. I don't know what made me watch it. It's the kind of thing we used to watch when I was younger. And there was a particular scene with a particular bad guy that I found to be really haunting. And it just stuck with me. No matter what I focused on, I tried to watch some funny videos afterwards. I tried to lighten my mood before I went to sleep. And I found myself constantly reliving the emotions of this movie. And movies do that to you. Music, movies, radio, TV, the news, streaming services, podcasts, even me talking. If you're listening to this while you're sleeping, understand that your subconscious mind, or I guess you have to be awake to hear me say that, but understand that your subconscious mind is picking up on what it is that it's hearing. So just be careful who you listen to, and be careful what you feed your brain, because whether you like it or not, you are what you consume. Like, you are what you eat, you are what you watch, you are what you sing. Whenever anything is particularly impactful emotionally, your body doesn't know the difference between an emotion that you're experiencing firsthand or secondhand. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between you experiencing sort of like a, I guess, phantom emotion, like a false emotion, vicariously through what you're seeing in a movie or in a song. Your brain and your body doesn't know what you're feeling. So, I guess just be careful. I always try to, now that I'm more mindful, and I'm happy that I do as much meditation as I do, and I am cognizant of what I watch and say, because words have power and meaning, because I'm able now to see what my subconscious is doing from a more detached perspective. When you start to be able to watch your thoughts, you're able to filter how they make you feel, and you're able to sort of nudge yourself in a more positive direction. It's really only when you're totally unaware of anything happening behind the surface is when you start to feel that kind of out of control feeling maybe in your life. So meditate, be happy, stay positive, and have positive influences. Don't let life get you down, and be careful what movies you let your kids watch too. I notice a lot of kids movies that I grew up on and stuff, really like sad undertones. And you want to be careful about stuff like that. So sometimes watching my son, maybe he's watching like a movie, like a little short cartoon or something, and it's crazy when you watch his eyes, even though he's only a toddler, 17 months old. You see these very real emotions flit across his eyes. So definitely be careful what your kids watch, and be careful what you watch. Be careful who you let in your head. Because at the end of the day, you should be the only one in control of your thoughts and how you feel. Hopefully most of that made sense. Or not. Either way, thanks for listening. I'm going to finish breaking this thing apart. Have a good day. Stay positive.